Thanks so much for joining us today and welcome back to WAMS Webinar Wednesdays. My name is Ashli Lopp, Marketing Manager at WAMS, and I'm joined by Client Account Manager Johnny Navarrette today to discuss the changes we have recently made to our client account management. We will cover the following topics. First off, what does it actually look like with this new system, our new approach for managing clients, the benefits to our clients, and of course, just an overall as to why we are transitioning to this model. For any of you unfamiliar, I'll share a little about us. We've been around since 1974. We work with small businesses and law firms, and we do specialize in IT for the legal industry. We keep our agreements friendly and always approach contracts with a win-win philosophy. Our team is comprised of experts with certifications in every platform we work with, and as always, WAMS is dedicated to the success of our clients. We measure our success by how well we take care of our clients. Our services include managed services, cloud services, projects and consulting, security auditing and implementation, disaster recovery, and training. Please email any questions to info@wamsinc.com and we will get back to you after the presentation. Now, Johnny's going to go ahead and start us off with a little bit about what this will actually look like.
Thank you, Ashley, and hi, everyone. I want to just go over the new evolution of our client account management approach and as we move forward as a company. As part of the new approach for our client account management team, periodic business reviews will play a critical role in your relationship with WAMS. These meetings will focus more on your strategic needs versus the day-to-day technology issues. Our goal is to better align our technology recommendations and services to meet your individual needs versus a one-size-fits-all approach to technology. Before our first business review, we will be sending you a business insight survey to get your input on the goals and challenges that your business is currently facing. These insights will help us in collaborating on a 3-year strategic technology plan that will help us in aligning your business needs to any technology we recommend. We will agree on the number of times we meet a year, whether it be quarterly or more frequently, and update any changes that may have occurred since our last meeting and report on progress towards the plan. This will allow us to be more proactive in our relationship and build a plan that will serve you today and into the future. One of the ways that we will do that is to do a deep review of your technology environment and perform a gap analysis. Once we understand those gaps, we will be looking to build a technology roadmap to meet the needs of your business. In this plan, we will include a project timeline in addition to a budgetary view of the recommendations we are making. This view will show when you will need to implement any new or upgrade any existing technologies and be able to predict when those costs will be absorbed by your business. Our goal is to ensure you are in control of your technology and your spending, and we reduce any surprise cost. Additionally, we can also work with you to adjust the timeline to meet your needs. While all businesses are different, many of the fundamental drivers behind each business can be similar. These reviews will reveal the common goals and challenges your business needs to address. Some business goals include organizational expansion, where the company is expanding its employee base to meet the growing needs of an organization. Increase revenues, where the company is looking to increase revenues within the organization. Protect, safeguard data, where we keep all intellectual property and customer data protected. And lastly, reduce cost, where we reduce and optimize all technology costs to make the organization more efficient. Some of the needs of these goals may include capacity, workstations, security, collaboration tools, policy, procedure development, assessments, or digital transformation. Some business challenges may include managed expansion, where the explosive growth can be a challenge as well as a benefit. How can your IT company keep up with your growth? Downsizing, which includes the reduction of staff and/or locations for the business. And aging technology, where aging technology platforms make it difficult to do everyday tasks. Some of these potential needs will include system refreshes, digital transformation, collaboration, remote access, security, and policy and procedure development. And lastly, IT goals in collaboration with WAMS. 1, to modernize technology and to update the technology and infrastructure within your business. 2, to improve security and improve data protection and overall security within your environment. 3, to improve in collaboration, to add channels for better collaboration and sharing. And 4, digital transformation, to move more of your workloads into the cloud.
This new approach also allows for better communication with account managers, including more touch points and more check-ins, whether that is your quarterly or monthly check-in based on your needs, as opposed to a few times a year. It kind of takes the guessing out of the next time you will check in with us. And just because nothing is wrong doesn't mean there aren't aspects of your IT to discuss. We understand that. We also are aware of how busy you are and that you might have a few things in the back of your mind, but not have the time or take the initiative to actually reach out to us about this. So this is always kind of that time that we sit down with you and can go over any of your other concerns as well. It gives us a greater awareness of what is going on at your firm, and also provides for better communications from WAMS. So we can send you webinars, blog posts, and email blasts based on your firm's interests and upcoming recommendations. So we're able to better tailor our messages to your needs, share articles with you based on your services, industry, and interests. Just a great example, if your firm is looking to up your security and Duo MFA might be one thing that you are looking into, and we'll start sending you more information on Duo, maybe a past webinar or an upcoming one if we have one in the near future. And so our understanding of your needs directly affects our ability to better communicate with you.
As we look to raise our level of collaboration with your business, an essential part of these reviews will be the approval and rejection of recommendations. As we look to create these roadmaps, every recommendation will be documented in order to revisit solutions that may not be implemented yet or were planned for the future. An example is a recommendation of multi-factor authentication, or MFA. A client recently experienced a password hack, which could have been prevented with MFA implemented. While recommended by WAMS, the client opted to delay this project for timing purposes prior to the hack occurring. While MFA is needed for various reasons, in regards to passwords, MFA does serve a purpose. 1, to secure against identity theft via stolen passwords. While password theft is evolving, anyone can fall victim to these attacks, not just unsuspecting individuals, but also large enterprises that we trust to keep our data safe when we've logged in. To protect against weak employee passwords. Collectively, despite constant reminders of the importance of password security, we are notoriously bad at creating strong passwords. To increase your employee productivity and flexibility, it can be a huge burden to employees to have to remember passwords, which is largely why so many choose to use simple codes that are easy to crack. And lastly, to stay compliant. Many state laws require organizations to have strong authentication processes in place, particularly if they handle and store sensitive data like personal addresses or financial information. Over the past year and a half, we are seeing an uptick in audits that require MFA implementation by the business in order to meet compliancy standards.
Okay.
That one. In regards to technology business reviews, a proactive approach in managing our clients is needed. The relationship between business and IT support should not be on an as-needed basis, but instead a great relationship built on trust, communication, and collaboration.
We also love that this new process lets us help make the best recommendations for services. These reviews help us base our recommendations on urgency of need and budget. By knowing more about where your system is at through detailed assessments, we don't have to do any assuming or guessing. We go through your network with a fine-toothed comb and are able to prioritize your needs to come up with a long-term plan and better project your needs. By knowing ahead of time when you will need to update and renew your software, when you will need to purchase new solutions, and when you need to purchase new hardware, you are never surprised. We determine the additions you will require well before you actually need them, while simultaneously keeping an eye on the industry. We are able to project your needs up to 3 years ahead of time and create a plan for us all to follow and prepare for. We work with top providers and are constantly adding to our service offerings to ensure you have the best, strongest, safest, and most efficient solutions available to you. We prioritize our recommendations based on your goals and how necessary they are. For example, you may be interested in improving or adding to your security solutions and at the same time interested in more efficient productivity. If our technology business reviews reveal that you are lacking many critical security components such as multi-factor authentication or MFA and email security filtering, these recommendations will take priority and will be considered a vital short-term goal. Improving your productivity and its efficiency is also a very worthy and important goal, but you may not have the budget right now for both. We may consider that a long-term goal once we have covered the more pressing critical issues. So today we may recommend that you have us implement Duo MFA and Mimecast email filtering as soon as possible, but we'll note that you will be ready to implement and train your team on Microsoft Teams in 6 months. You already know it is on the horizon and can start to plan and budget accordingly. One of our newer offerings is a deep, detailed security audit of your system, and in each technology business review, we evaluate where you're at with each vital layer of security and address whether or not an immediate threat is posed toward your system by not having certain layers implemented. Some of the important layers of security we will evaluate include network security, security policies, software-based malware protection, access control measures, data protection, and monitoring and testing. And all of these fall under a security policy, and it should be a priority to even have a security policy. You would be surprised how many prospects we run into that do not have any sort of security policies in place. And just a little bit more of a high level as to why we are transitioning to this model. As threats and new technologies in the industry continue to change faster and faster, we work diligently to stay on top of all improvements, offerings, and layers of protection, and always provide them to our clients. COVID-19 really showed us how important it is to be prepared for anything and to always document options and recommendations offered to our clients to ensure everyone is on the same page and knows the potential risks associated with not following our recommendations. We are always looking for ways to better serve our clients and provide them with everything they need to be successful. We have placed even more priority on regular reviews, recommendations, planning, and budgeting to improve our clients' experiences and our communications. If you'd like to know more, please email us at info@wamsinc.com. Thank you so much for joining us today to hear all about the changes we have worked tirelessly to offer to our clients. We hope that even if you are not a client of ours, this presentation helps you to understand what you should expect from an IT service provider moving forward. As always, you can contact us at 800-421-7151 and visit wamsinc.com to learn more. We'll see you next time.